The power of the first hour, extended version. How do you begin your mornings? Do you wake up and instantly let the world rush into your mind? The glowing screen of your phone becomes the first thing you see. Endless messages, news, and distractions flooding your thoughts before you've even taken your first conscious breath. Or do you rise with calmness, awareness, and intent, knowing that the first hour after waking is not just time, but territory? A sacred space where your spirit sets the tone for the rest of the day. This difference between reacting and commanding defines a line between the ordinary and the exceptional. Most people surrender their first hour to chaos, unknowingly letting the world decide how they will feel, think, and act. But a rare few, a small 1%, wake up as warriors of the mind. They rise not to be led by the noise of others, but to lead themselves. So ask yourself, which one are you? The sacred hour. The morning is not a casual beginning. It's a battlefield, subtle, silent, yet powerful beyond measure. It's the foundation on which your discipline, focus, and peace are built. Imagine your first hour as a fortress. The moment you wake, its gates stand open. If you guard them, you protect your focus, your clarity, your freedom. If you leave them undefended, distractions march in, conquering your thoughts before you've even started your day. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic emperor, began each morning by reminding himself of two simple truths. First, that life itself is a privilege. To breathe, to think, to act, to love. This alone is enough for gratitude. Second, that the day ahead will be filled with challenges, frustrations, and people who may test his patience. He didn't wish them away. He prepared for them. This is how the Stoics ruled their mornings, with clarity and readiness. Because if you fail to command the morning, the world will command you. Discipline over comfort. Most people wake up negotiating with themselves. Just 5 more minutes. I'll get up when I feel ready. But readiness never arrives. Comfort always wins at negotiation. The Stoics understood this centuries ago, that feelings are unreliable. They rise and fall like waves. Discipline, on the other hand, is the anchor that holds firm. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "At dawn, when you rise unwillingly, remember that your purpose is to act as a human being." He wasn't writing poetry. He was commanding himself to live. Each morning is a choice, to delay life or to live it fully. Discipline is not punishment. It's self-respect in motion. When you rise exactly when you said you would, you build trust with yourself. Every promise kept strengthens the invisible muscle of inner power. Over time, you stop depending on motivation. You act because it's who you are. The body obeys the mind, and the mind becomes stronger than the mood. That is mastery. If you wait to feel like it, you will never rise. If you rise through discipline, you will never fall behind. Silence and inner control. We live in a world addicted to noise. From the second we wake, we invite the world to invade our peace. Headlines, messages, and feeds filling our minds before we've even said good morning to ourselves. The Stoics knew silence was sacred. Silence was not emptiness, but the space where strength is built. It's in silence that your thoughts settle, your breathing deepens, and your awareness expands. 10 minutes of silence in the morning is more powerful than hours of chaos later in the day. It gives your mind a chance to belong to you before it belongs to the world. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." And mastery begins in silence. In that silence, you can hear your own thoughts before they're drowned by the world. You meet your own mind before you meet the crowd. This is not withdrawal, it's preparation. The third truth: silence is not the absence of sound. It is the presence of control. Preparation for resistance. The world will never go according to your plan. You will be interrupted, tested, and disappointed. But the Stoics did not fear this. They anticipated it. They practiced a ritual called premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. Every morning, they imagined the obstacles ahead, not as pessimists, but as strategists. If insult came, they expected it. If delay arose, they rehearsed patience. If loss appeared, they reminded themselves, nothing truly mine can be taken except my attitude. By rehearsing difficulty before it arrived, they stripped it of its power. So when you wake, don't wish for an easy day. Wish for a strong mind. Say to yourself, whatever comes, I will endure it with calm and reason. The fourth truth: you cannot control life, but you can always control your readiness. Anchors of identity. Every dawn, the world tries to tell you who you are. Through opinions, expectations, and comparison, it pulls your identity in 1,000 directions. If you do not claim your truth early, you'll lose yourself by noon. Marcus Aurelius wrote to himself every morning, not for the public, for his own grounding. Each line was a shield, a reminder of his values. You too must build your own morning anchor. It can be a single line, a phrase, or a vow, something that centers you. I do not control what happens, only how I respond. This day is mine to live with purpose. Repeat it daily. Engrave it into your mind until it becomes your compass. Because repetition is not weakness, it's reinforcement. Without anchors, we drift. With them, we stay steady even when the storm comes. The fifth truth: if you do not define yourself each morning, the world will define you instead. Reflection, mastery of the mind. The Stoics were masters of reflection. They examined their thoughts before their thoughts controlled them. They knew that the unguarded mind becomes a battlefield of confusion. Each morning, take a few moments to reflect. Ask, what am I feeling? What am I expecting? How will I respond today? Write it down or speak it aloud. This is not about journaling from memory. It's about taking ownership of your inner world. When you see your thoughts clearly, they lose their grip. When you write them, you transform them from fog into form. The sixth truth: if you do not master your thoughts at dawn, they will master you by noon. The strength of the body. The Stoics made no separation